Welcome to the Panic Button. I'm Nina.
I'm Jessie.
And today we're reacting to trans rugby player shines a light on the realities of being trans in sports. Female sports, that is.
Enough. Look at that, how close to the sideline. Forden fields that ball perfectly, taking a page out of Teresa's book. She's so class at it.
Being trans doesn't mean inherently that I'm going to be a good player. Discussion of trans women in sports comes down to assuming that we are able to play at the same level as men, and we just can't. We are women, and we compete equally as a woman.
The reason why he can't compete as a man is because he's too weak to compete as a man.
He wasn't too weak for track and field.
But if he were to compete against women, then he would be just the right amount of man to compete with women.
He's doing track and field right here. He's not too...
You know, it's also very funny
not
that
too weak to outrun a man.
These men who turn into women, which I say is like their AGPs, they always look very masculine before they transition. And then after they transition, they still look very masculine.
Because it's about the athletic accomplishment.
You know, if I were like a sneaky fuck of a man and I loved track and field or rugby, but I was shit at competing, I would absolutely turn into a woman to be the top. Because not only am I the top woman, I'm the top trans woman. That makes me like a shining light above everything else.
Would you rather get tackled by a bunch of dudes that are bigger than you, or no, you'll always win because you're always bigger than the women?
You gotta ask the man.
Your muscle density is way higher. No wonder when you drop down to the ground, all the bitches come tumbling. They're not tackling you.
After taking hormones for a year or 2 years, like, I can't even come close to the level of athleticism that I used to be able to compete with.
But it does not change your height, your muscle tone, the size of your lungs, the size of your heart, your DNA, your chromosomes, the size of your calves, the size of your biceps, triceps,
hands,
trapezius muscle, sartorius muscle, gastrocnemius muscle, quadriceps rectus femoris. These are muscles that don't get affected. If a woman were to take testosterone and be just as good as men when she's competing, do you think it would have happened already? Yes. Why is it that we only see it from the men becoming women? Why? Because they already have a leg up in the game. They think by telling people that they're taking these hormones that it absolutely transfigures them into a woman. No, it doesn't.
I'm sure it doesn't make you the strongest man to take estrogen, but it doesn't make you the weakest woman.
Been a single time with PR7s that I walked out and I felt like I was the strongest or the fastest or the tallest girl on the team.
You know what else? People also know that people lie. Do you know people lie? Do you know that people lie? People do lie. They lie all the time. And if you're a person who believes everything that everyone says at all times, I'm sorry.
How do you not remember how long you've been on hormones? You said a year or two. I know the day I had to come out. Like, I know the day. People know the day they started transition, or at least the month of the year. How do you say a year or two and then go compete as if it doesn't matter? Are you saying that a man who hasn't been on any hormones should be able to compete with women? Because that's what I'm hearing.
Look at this photo.
I saw.
Which one's the man? Guarantee you 99.9% of the time, people who are asked this question will know which one is the man.
Please realize that the statement literally before this, Notre Dame, the statement literally before this was, I don't walk out and feel like the strongest or the tallest girl on the team, but if you just looked at the pictures, the tallest.
Right, but this guy also thinks he's a woman, so am I going to take what he says at face value? No, I'm not.
No, I'm
you think you're a woman, you also think you're not the strongest on the team.
Or the tallest.
Or the tallest. I'm going to say you have a mental issue that you really need to figure out.
That's my point. If you're going to say you're not the tallest, but you can look at the pictures that we're seeing, you
are the tallest?
Like, you're already denying something that is a literal fact that anyone can see with eyeballs. So how am I supposed to believe anything else that you're saying?
Well, because other people who see this, who have eyeballs, also believe that he's not the tallest, even though you can see that he actually is the tallest and the strongest.
Because you don't feel like the tallest, you identify as shorter than you are. I'm supposed to believe now that you are 5'1" like me. Is that the truth? No.
It's the women that I feel the worst for. Because not only are they going to be dominated by these men, but they're also the ones who are being gaslit and manipulated by these men. It's almost like a cult.
Defending them.
It's like a cult leader tactic. It's very easy to manipulate women. All you got to do is make them feel bad for you and make them feel like you know where they're coming from and they know where you're coming from. If you can relate to the women and make them feel bad for you. You can pretty much make them do anything you want. It's very easy. Women are very pliable.
If you can make women believe that you're a victim,
and that
you need them to take care of you, then their natural caretaker vibes go off the hizzy charts, and they're like, oh, you need love and support, and I'm here for you, and everyone else can die.
My parents were super supportive growing up, but they were also definitely very traditional, and I didn't feel like I always had the space to express myself.
Hold on, hold on. I have to put in the sad music so you believe that I am a victim.
Thought about somehow waking up as a girl, whether it be magic, science, I even was not terrified of kidnapping if there was the possibility that I could be transitioned into being a girl without all of the social stigma and hate that comes with trans representation at the time.
You know what's worse? Being a woman completely dominated by men who think they're women, and you being the one, but nobody gives a shit about you being because the man sues the man who thinks he's a woman is suicidal. So the man who thinks he's a woman takes hierarchy, takes precedent over the woman, over the girl.
They struggled more to become a woman. Don't you know that's the reason?
You know what's worse? Being a woman. You know what's worse than being a man who thinks he's a woman? Being a woman. The woman has to walk outside every day of her life, if she's an intelligent woman, always having to be on the lookout. Make sure her surroundings are safe for her. You know what a man doesn't have to do? Walk outside the house and have to worry about some man looking at him in a way that might be a little predatory, and then have to worry about protecting himself just in case that man decides to attack him. That guy does not know what it's like to be a woman.
This person will still take their trash out pitch black middle of the night in a city. I wouldn't do it. She knows. I won't do it. I will wait till morning with my trash to take it out, so at least there's witnesses. You don't understand the fear women actually go through. You simply want to be known as a woman so you can take all the accolades possible.
And being alive, if I were to try and not transition.
Welcome to the world of what it is to be a human. Everyone has these issues. People actually have worse issues than this guy does. And yet they're trying to make it with the music, the sad, sobby music. They're trying to make it as if he struggled so much over the girls. I'm sorry. I don't care what kind of man you think you are. I don't care what kind of woman you think you are. You're a guy, and you will never understand the struggle of being a biological woman. I don't give a flying fuck if you thought you were a woman from the day you came out of your mom's vagina. You will never know what it's like to be a woman in a woman's body, in a woman's mind, walking around in life.
It seems like you're an individual who really, really, really wanted to play sports at Notre Dame. I don't know if you were successful playing sports as a man.
No, he sucked.
But clearly you got in as a woman, and the fact that you did your first 4 years as a man and then decided to do your second 4 years as a woman makes me really believe you just wanted to be involved in the athletics program. Now, I don't want to jump to the fact that you must not be trans, because I obviously don't know you like that, but from what I'm seeing, it seems like you care more about being a trans athlete than being a trans human, which is a big difference. One says, I want you to give me more praise, and the other says, I'm genuinely suffering from a medical condition where I'm uncomfortable in my skin. I don't believe you to be the one that's uncomfortable, because you didn't look flamboyant. You didn't seem like you had gender dysphoria from all the things that were posted of you. I think you're just an athlete who wants accolades and will do anything for those accolades.
I do feel terrible for people who have gender dysphoria, true gender dysphoria. But there isn't a doubt in my mind that men will not take advantage of the self-identification in order to get away with taking advantage of women, women's rights, and women's opportunities and spaces. I don't put that past a mentally ill man at all. And any woman who does, don't have daughters. Don't do it. You're putting them in harm's way.
Once I joined, it was really the fact that I had a team that was organized and had a schedule, played in a league. That was really exciting.
We win so many games now that we have a man on our side.
I get why the teammates want him on their team
Right.
so they can win.
Right.
Totally makes sense.
Yeah,
But did they really
come try out.
Did they really believe that this dude is a chick? Not a chance
Oh
in hell.
no! Oh no! But they
Not
were
a
like,
chance in hell.
they were like, hey,
I don't know
help
what's
us win.
worse, being mentally ill and believing you're a woman, or being mentally ill and believing that the women around you think you're a woman.
And asked you to join their team because you're
that's
a woman.
That's really sad,
They didn't ask you to join because you're a woman. They asked you to join because you're a giant.
honey. Okay, you gotta use your brain. These women don't buy for a second that you're a woman. Because if any of those women in that rugby team were lesbians, they would have liked you a long time ago, and I know they don't. You're not a woman. Women, we lie to men all the time. We do. Okay, that's why men think that when we say no, we don't mean no. Okay, because we're trying to be nice. Women treat trans women the way that we treat sad men. We feel bad for them. We don't want to hurt their feelings, but we don't want to deal with them. Okay, we don't. So we let them on our teams. We let them in our spaces. We don't want to hear bitching, okay? And we feel bad because you got some issues. So we let you in.
Most people just want to get through their day.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much what women are doing. So when you think that women like actually believe that you're women, just realize that we're just being nice. We're treating you just like we treat men. Okay?
So this team actually took the friend that got you on the team. Very much doesn't think you're a woman.
No.
And knows you're a man.
Yeah.
And it's like, come be on our team because then we'll win.
We want to win, and we know that if a guy's on our team, we
Right,
definitely will.
and you're nice enough, so we'll let you on the team. That's why I say,
Yeah.
I don't know if this individual actually suffers from gender dysphoria.
Probably not.
I'll give them the benefit of the doubt and say,
I
I don't
won't.
know. They should be looking at their friend as someone who doesn't see them as what they want to be seen as.
And if I was on a rugby team and I wanted to win, I'd let a dude on my team too, and I'd tell him I thought he was a woman, but I'd be lying through my teeth because most women lie, especially to men, and especially
Actually-
normal women. To women, we say, "Oh, you don't
I
look
love
fat
your
in that dress." Women manipulate men.
It's obvious, yeah.
Men manipulate women. Men manipulate women into thinking that they're women. So the women manipulate the men back into thinking that they think they're women. But really, women don't think they're women. Because if they did, they'd be dating them. And if they were dating them, a lot of trans women wouldn't be putting up TikToks talking about how lesbians don't want to date them. Because they'd be dating them. Women are just lying to you. And we're really good at it. Because this guy thinks that we believe he's a woman.
Do we need to finish this? Is there
Nah,
anything more?
we don't. We saw the size. We saw the reality of the situation, and we know that he's getting lied to by all these women. But I mean, as long as they're winning, right? That's what matters.
That's what I think is happening here. What's your opinion? Why do you think that they joined the Notre Dame or whatever team that is? 'Cause it looks like Notre Dame. Why do you think they let this trans individual join the rugby team?
Do you think it's because they wanted to win against all the other biological female teams?
Or is it because she really is a woman?
Comment below and let us know.
Email us if you want any questions, comments,
Or anything you want us
suggestions.
to, or anything you want us to react to. You can also join our membership as well.
We have 3 tiers, early access to videos with all.
Or you could just donate to our channel. Whatever you want. And if you're poor, I get it.
Big shout out to Marty Stevenson.
Shout out to Marty Stevenson for supporting our channel. We appreciate it very much.
He sent us some money. That's great.
Made our night very, very well.
Hell yeah. Thank you. And
Thanks.
thank you for the people who keep watching. Because there's a few of you and we appreciate it.
Yes, we do.